Hello, 6th grade band. Welcome to the first video in our series of video lessons that we're going to be using for the rest of the school year. For these lessons, you will need your Measures of Success book. Today, you might want a paper and pencil and your instrument out if you would like to pause and play along as we go. All the assignments today are going to be based out of your book. There will also be a short written assignment that will be a separate attachment in the Google Classroom. This will be the basis of your grading for the remainder of the year. Instead of doing the practice logs, you will be practicing selections from the book or other supplemental materials that we send out, and then you will record yourself playing these for your grade for this week. And we have to see you because we want to make sure that you haven't learned any bad habits with your embouchure or your hand position. So make sure that we can see you in the video when you do the end of the week recording for this first lesson. We're going to start today's lesson. Today's lesson is on enharmonics. You've probably heard of them. You might not know them very well. We might be going in a little depth, and you already know. Some of you might know them, so this might be pretty easy for a lot of you. So if you would open your book or just watch the whiteboard that I have behind me, we're going to just review some enharmonic notes first. Don't have a pointer, so I'm using this handy dandy knitting needle that was in my bedroom / classroom. So the first one is F sharp. You may want to write these down or just figure them out in your head. And harmonic is. Next up, D flat. It's the same as what note? Same sound as what note? Next one is E flat. E flat sounds the same as. All right, next up is A flat. A flat is the same as what enharmonic note? You have a different spelling, okay? C sharp equals what enharmonic note? Different letter name, different accidental. And then D sharp, same as. Over here, these are kind of a little more difficult. These would be extra credit on your written paper that you're going to have for this lesson. So what's the enharmonic note for B natural? Challenging. But if you have some music out, you might be able to figure it out. It's probably not in your book or in your fingering chart. Some of you I know have used those in the past to figure these out. But I want you to try and use your brain first if you really are stuck, or if you want to check your answers, then go to your fingering chart. And then the last one is E sharp. What's the enharmonic for E sharp? The written assignment that I'm going to upload separately for this lesson is going to have both treble clef and bass clef, and you will be given a note. This example, I gave you an F sharp, and then you'll have to write in the enharmonic note, which in this case is G flat. I think there's about 10 of them. 8 of them are for grade, and then there's 2 extra credit questions. So that's the written portion, and this will be good practice for you. I also want to make sure that you warm up for this week when you're getting ready for this lesson with your chromatic scale, because you will be playing your chromatic scale as part of your playing test as well. On page 42, first thing I want you to play through is 6.1. This is just a good practice. It's called the enharmonic zone, so it just gives you some slow notes to start on. Percussion, if you don't have your bell kits, this would be a good practice for your flam paradiddle rudiment. But it would be a good idea for you to, if you have both, I need you to test on both. If you don't have both, I'll just grade you on what you have at home. I want you to play through that, kind of use that as your warm-up, then play through 6.3, the SPY, paying attention to slurs, dynamics, and any accidentals. When you get to the end, if you have a divided note, it doesn't matter. You can play either one. So play through 6.1 and 6.3 a couple times as your warm-up, and you add your chromatic scale in there. And then 6.2 is actually going to be your test. 6.2 is called the Sphinx. It does have some dotted rhythms that you need to make sure that you're counting carefully and playing those correctly. I'm going to play through the song first with a bunch of mistakes. I don't know how many. Your job, you can count them if you want. But here it is with a bunch of mistakes. Alright, I didn't count how many I made, but I know I made a lot. I played the wrong rhythm in the first measure. I played the wrong accidentals. I tongued the slurred notes. Now let me play through it as written. It's all in one dynamic, so you don't have to worry about dynamics. You will not be graded on them unless you do something crazy and play so quietly we can't hear you. And that's it. That's your playing test for this week. Make sure you stay with the class and not get behind. I know some of you still have not submitted your research assignment from last week. I will still take those grades. If you submitted it without an attachment, I gave you an incomplete, but if you do not send it by the end of this week, it'll be changed to a 0. So make sure you keep getting those in. We will take late assignments all the way till the end of the year. So have fun, practice, and then record yourself at the end of the week, and then watch for the written assignment that will be coming separate from this video. Thanks. Have a great day.